油から揚げたら包丁で切り、あとはキャベツを盛って、最後にソースをかけ、完成。やっとできたか。
I truly believe that watching a relaxing and peaceful anime about food whenever you're stressed or anxious can do wonders for your everyday life. It's a very underrated theme, one that deserves more love from all you anime fans out there. And well, this video is going to be about some of the animes you can watch if you want a few more silly laughs in your life. The top 10 anime about food, if you will. Well then, let's dive right into it. The first one on our list is Gourmet Girl Graffiti. It is one of those cute girls doing cute things kind of anime, which is definitely a plus. The premise is about a girl named Ryo Machiko who is suddenly struck with the realization that she may stay alone for the rest of her life. This makes her recall the words of her late grandma. She said that the path to becoming a fine wife begins with being a phenomenal chef. Sure enough, Machiko's skills are already unparalleled, at least in comparison to the other middle school students. But because her food lacks that deliciousness factor, it's almost as if she has hit a wall. Though as it turns out, all she needed was to share her cooking, because when her younger cousin starts living with her, the flavors develop like nothing else. いただきます。
今お一人なんでしょ。別のカメリエレの方からいろいろ聞き出しちゃったの、私。いかがかしら。
Moving on, we have Ristorante Paradiso at number 9. It's a slow-paced romance that takes place in Italy. There's a girl named Nicoletta. Her mother walked away on her, oh my god, when she was still just a little girl. Wow, I am not recovering from that one. God damn, that's something. Years pass, and now she is a young and beautiful woman who makes the conscious decision to go to Rome and get revenge on her mother for leaving her alone. Sounds violent, but let me explain. She finds out that her mother is in a restaurant, but the moment she steps into it, Nicoletta finds herself in awe at the warmth of the place, which is brimming with mature and handsome gentlemen. Before you know it, all the hate begins to fade away, and what's left is only love.
私たちの新しい生活に
乾杯。
これは濃厚なソース。
贅沢な厚切り肉。
After Italy, we have a fantasy world. What happens is that a veteran chef and his radiant waitress were running a traditional Japanese bar called Nobu. They were well known for their food and drinks. Customers would walk out of the restaurant all friendly and satisfied 10 out of 10 times. Though things happened and Nobu opens its doors to another world. The word is thrown around, and sooner than later, the locals travel from all sorts of places to get some of that nice and delicious Nobu food.
このような味付けのカレーを食べたことがない。
この天ぷらすっげえうめえ。肉がすんげえ柔らけえ。どうなってるんだこれ。本当に鶏肉っすか？
At number 7, we have the story of a traditional Japanese cafe called Rokuhodo. A man named Sui inherited this cafe from his grandfather, and now he runs it together with a few companions. The level of hospitality is unmatched. You go there once and then suddenly it's an everyday thing. It doesn't matter if it's a busy day or a quiet day, you'll experience the best service possible. So if you are ever in Japan, I highly recommend checking out this place. It deserves all the love it can get. Oh wait, it's just an anime? It's not real?
エスプレッソの飲み方くらい知っているだろう。この町の男なら。
朝ごはんができましたよ。今行く。
Now after Japan, we once again go back to the isekai world. This time, it's a few adventurers who form the Gourmet Guild with the intention to savor and explore all the delicious delights the world has to offer. And while the food aspect is definitely one of the primary themes, you'll also experience the usual wholesome isekai silliness. All in all, Princess Connect is just a peaceful version of Konosuba. At number 5, we have another isekai, but this one just recently came out. The protagonist is a 27-year-old Japanese... That's it, no gender, nothing, just old Japanese, who was summoned in a fantasy world together with 3 other heroes, and this story is basically about his campfire cooking in this other world with his absurd skill. What happens is that unlike the other 3 heroes, he was summoned by chance. They didn't need him. Plus, his only real skill is something called food menu. It allows him to open an interface through which he can quite literally buy food from Japanese supermarkets. As you can expect, he sets out on his own to introduce this world to the flavors of his homeland.
油から揚げたら包丁で切り、あとはキャベツを盛って、最後にソースをかけ、完成。やっとできたか。
なんか私お腹すいた。飯だ野郎ども。
Now, if you watched and enjoyed Silver Spoon, you're almost guaranteed to have a great time watching Moyashimon. It is also mainly about agriculture, and yes, it is pretty genuine in its delivery as well. There is a man named Tadayasu whose eyesight is so good that he can basically see microorganisms. He is a student at an agricultural university, and I guess it is easy to imagine the value of his eyesight since, you know, this is an agricultural university. I'd say just give it a watch. You'd be amazed at how pleasant this anime is.
突然倒れたの。龍太くん。
ダメですよ、長谷川さん。こいつは見たことがある。ノロウイルスですよ。
Alright, I guess we're down to just 3 more animes, and the first one of them is Sweetness and Lightning. I kid you not, if you want a nice break from life, just go and binge watch this anime with a warm cup of coffee. It's simply too wholesome. The story is about a father and his daughter. The mother unfortunately died, which left the father to resort to convenience store meals for his daughter. This all changes, though, when he becomes aware of the value of homemade cooking and finds a place where he can learn what to do. A beautiful anime in every sense of the word. At number 2, we have a side story from the critically acclaimed Fate franchise. It's basically about what we're going to eat tonight, though there is also some epic volleyball action later down the episode, just Ufotable trying to find any opportunity to flex their animation. I'm not going to go into detail because it's a side story, so if you have already watched the Fate series, just make sure you aren't missing out on this one. But if you are unfamiliar with Fate, you could still watch it. Just play the episodes and enjoy the wholesome character dynamics together with the glory of Ufotable's animation.
ただ一言、エリナの料理が食べたい。ただそう言ってもらいたかった。お母様、エリナは寂しかったのです。
And finally, I'm pretty sure you guys can guess what's the number 1 on our list. Yes, it's Food Wars, the most loved anime about food there is. Honestly, while most of the other animes in this video are about peaceful vibes and smiles, Food War is about war. If you want to see young teenagers basically putting their lives on the line to see who can cook better, this anime is for you. I know the last couple of seasons weren't well received by the community, but come on guys, do not miss out on this, especially not the first 2 seasons. And with that said, these were my picks for the top 10 anime about food. Let me know what you guys think about these picks. Be my guest in the comment section down below. As always, a like and subscribe will be most welcome, and if you're feeling particularly giddy about these anime recommendations, that super thanks button is always ready to be pressed by you at any moment now. Yup, any and all support is genuinely appreciated. Well then, with that said, I'll see you guys on my next video.